Welcome. So, in the wild world of quantum computing, there's always been this one big bad guy, random, chaotic noise. But what if I told you a radical new idea is turning that whole story on its head? Today, we're going to dive into how scientists are flipping the script and turning quantum's greatest weakness into its most powerful tool. It's a wild ride.
For decades, the mission was crystal clear. You have to shield these incredibly fragile quantum bits from noise. The random static of the universe that just messes up every single calculation. But what if that whole fight was just completely wrong? What if the key to unlocking real quantum power isn't about eliminating noise, but actually programming it?
All right, to really get how big of a deal this is, we got to rewind a bit. We have to go back to the beginning. Because for decades, the entire field was basically locked in this defensive war against total chaos.
The logic, honestly, seemed pretty simple. Quantum states are just unbelievably fragile. A tiny change in temperature, a stray magnetic field, boom, your whole calculation is destroyed. So the mission was to build the ultimate fortress, right? A perfect shield to keep the quantum world pure and the messy classical world out.
Now this enemy, it's got a name, decoherence. It's the process that just kills all that quantum magic. The best way to think about it is like this. Imagine your qubit is a coin, spinning perfectly on its edge, representing both heads and tails at the very same time. Decoherence is like someone bumping the table. The coin starts to wobble and then collapses into just a plain old heads or tails. And in that one instant, all that incredible computational power, poof, it just vanishes.
And this really highlights the challenge they were up against. The dream, on one hand, is this perfectly isolated system. No errors, no information loss, just pure quantum computation. But the reality? Well, it's a system that's constantly being battered by environmental noise, suffering from decoherence, and fighting this relentless tide of errors that just keeps piling up.
But then, a completely new strategy started to take hold. I'm talking about a totally different way of thinking that didn't just accept noise, but actually found a way to embrace it. You see, instead of fighting this losing battle against, the laws of thermodynamics, scientists started asking this revolutionary question: what if we could make the environment work for us? This one idea, it changes absolutely everything. It shifts the entire game from defense to offense.
So this new field has a name: quantum decoherence engineering, or QDE for short. The whole point isn't to stop interaction with the environment anymore. It's about designing the right kind of interaction. The goal is to take that destructive, chaotic force and turn it into a precision tool that you can actually control.
So how does this actually work? Well, the key idea is something called attractor dynamics. By engineering the noise, you essentially create a desired quantum state that acts like the bottom of a bowl. So now if some random error comes along and kicks your qubit, our little marble, up the side of the bowl, the engineered environment automatically guides it right back to the center. The system becomes inherently, beautifully self-correcting.
Okay, so what happens when you actually give a quantum system this self-correcting superpower? Well, you start unlocking capabilities that, not too long ago, were basically science fiction.
This whole approach has already led to 3 incredible breakthroughs. First, you get systems that can fix their own errors all by themselves. Second, you get this new type of computing inspired by the human brain that's perfect for processing dynamic, real-time data. And third, you get these powerful new ways to create and protect entanglement, which, is the secret sauce that gives quantum computers their power in the first place.
Let's start with the first one: autonomous quantum error correction, or AQEC. Traditionally, fixing errors is this slow, clunky process. You have to literally stop the computation, measure everything, figure out what went wrong, and then send instructions back in to fix it. AQEC just throws all that out the window. The correction is built right into the physics of the system. So when an error happens, the engineered noise just pushes it out, automatically. It's this continuous, self-healing process. It just works.
Okay, so self-healing is one thing, but this new approach also completely changes how quantum systems can process dynamic information. Stuff that changes over time, like chaotic weather patterns or financial markets. And this leads us to this really fascinating, brain-inspired model called quantum reservoir computing.
Now, for this to work, the system needs a quality that sounds, surprisingly human. It needs a fading memory. Think about it. To spot new patterns, you have to be able to forget old, irrelevant data. A perfect noiseless quantum system would remember everything forever, and it would just become a chaotic mess of useless information. It's the engineered noise that gives the system the ability to gracefully forget,
creating the perfect little memory window for processing real-time data.
And what's so cool is that the noise isn't just an on or off switch. It's more like a tunable knob. So at low levels of noise, the system creates these really complex, synergistic connections between qubits. That makes it super responsive, perfect for something like chaotic forecasting. But when you dial that noise up, the system changes how it behaves. It starts encoding information in a much more stable, redundant way, which turns out to be way better for classifying noisy, complex patterns. You literally tune the static to fit the task at hand. How cool is that?
And this is where the story takes this amazing turn. Because it turns out that we humans, we aren't the first to discover this principle. Not by a long shot. Nature actually figured this out billions of years ago.
Yeah, so inside every single plant leaf, a process called environment-assisted quantum transport is happening right now. When a photon of light hits the leaf, its energy has to navigate this messy, complex network of molecules to get to the reaction center. And the secret to its incredible efficiency isn't perfect isolation. No, it's the exact opposite. It's the warm, noisy vibrations of the plant's own protein structure. The noise is what makes it work so well.
It's really the ultimate Goldilocks principle. If there's too little noise in the system, the energy just gets trapped and can't go anywhere. If there's way too much noise, the environment is constantly looking at the energy, which basically freezes it in place. But with just the right amount of that vibrational noise, it gently shakes the energy loose, allowing it to find the most efficient path forward.
And the result of this perfectly tuned, just right noise, an energy transport system that is nearly 99% efficient. Let that sink in for a second. By literally embracing its messy, noisy environment, nature created a near-perfect quantum device. It's the ultimate proof that chaos can be an incredible, creative force.
So look, this isn't just some beautiful theory or a cool lesson we learned from biology. This is being put into practice right now, and it's actively shaping the future of real quantum hardware. And this is not some niche idea, okay? We are seeing this applied across every single major quantum platform. I mean, whether it's using lasers to cool trapped ions or using mechanical damping in optomechanics, scientists everywhere are finding unique ways to program noise. They're turning dissipation from a bug into a feature, using it to create and protect the exact quantum states they need. It's a truly universal principle in action. The implications here, they're just enormous. This path leads us to smarter, self-healing quantum computers. It also points toward huge energy savings with ideas like compute by cooling. Just imagine a machine that simply relaxes into the correct answer, instead of burning tons of energy on complex calculations. I mean, that's a potential game changer for green AI. We're even starting to use AI to discover new, more powerful ways to program the noise itself.
And this all leaves us with one final fascinating question. This entire revolution started just by reevaluating something that everyone assumed was a flaw. So, if the random static of the universe can be programmed into a creative and powerful tool, what other noise in our world, maybe in our data, in our organizations, or even in our own thinking, are we trying so hard to silence when we should be learning how to harness it?